Hello, everyone. Welcome, my valuable friends. Welcome, my beautiful friends. I'm Tete Vic, and I have an exciting topic. This video is going to be powerful. I have created a wonderful structure. We are going to have a blast, and this is going to change your life. This is going to be a very powerful, very influential video, and it was on my heart, so I didn't go to bed. I just went and changed into something very beautiful. This is a very luxury piece that I own. It's half silk, half satin. As you can see, very glamorous detailing. It's an Arabic style, very beautiful belt. It's a glamorous dress. It's absolutely a stunner. So it gives this magical, mystical, very beautiful ambience. And I decided to wear black today because we have a very strong and powerful topic. And I wanted it to bring power, bring mystery, bring this freedom for women. And of course, if you're a man, you can also watch. You're more than welcome. So before you're joining, I'm going to read all the comments. Thank you for everyone who were waiting. And I want to tell you that I have decided to create a miracle surprising gifts. It just came on my mind. Soon we're going to be 9,000 members. I think it's what a beautiful, blessed number. 9 is my favorite number in the universe because 7 is luck, as we know. 7 in Bible, even they use 7 a lot. 8 is infinity. So that means like there is nothing after, and 9 is the last digit before 2 digits, because if we go 10, it's actually 10, so it's actually empty, so it's repeating. So 9, if you think about it, is the highest digit. So when I was 6 or 7 years old, I decided that 9 is my favorite number, and since then I have that in the cars. You can see sometimes I show you, I have it everywhere. I don't believe and I don't chase numbers, but I just love number 9 because it's the ultimate and the highest number. So now we're going to be 9,000 members. Thank you for making this possible. So I decided to create 9 different courses. They're going to be very short, very concise, half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, maximum 3 hours, short, small courses. They're going to be very achievable, very affordable. And then I'm going to just shower you with the beautiful courses. And they're going to be different, about beauty, about femininity, about love, about dating. Like, I'm just going to shower you with these courses, and they're going to be achievable. Like when you're buying groceries, that's the amount going to be for the course. When you're going for the restaurant to have drinks or dinner, that's going to be the amount of the course. And on my last live, I was asking if you would like these short, small, very concise and very affordable courses, and everyone was like yay, yay, like yay, and everyone voted yes. So I'm going to do it, and I cannot wait. It's going to be amazing. So before I start, this is the big announcement I have for you, and I wanted to sell and tell, and I wanted to share. And all my dresses are still 80% off, pre-summer sale. I want you to be glamorous on the summer. And today we are soaking in this beautiful, beautiful topic. It's going to be just so magical. I really want this video, this recording, to really reach a lot of people, because it's going to change the way you see the world. And slowly, every month, every week, it was gathering in me until I came to one realization, which is self-regulation, and I decided to share it. So today we have a topic: golden rules of a lady, of a true, classy, self-respectable and dignified lady. So golden rules. And I chose this word on purpose. I never choose and I never say any words without no reason. I chose this word golden because we have a golden rule that if we, for example, look at Bible, all the rules actually come from Bible. The whole law in a universe, if you think about every government, they take the laws from Bible. So like, don't harm the other, treat others like you would like to be treated, all these things, these are golden rules. So we are going to create golden rules of a lady, and in here we're going to discuss self-regulation rules, respecting other rules, respecting, of course, yourself rules, setting your own boundaries, and getting marinated in your own energy. Today I created this beautiful term while I was walking, and I shared that in my other video, that I believe that we need to start marinating our own energy and our own femininity. Instead of leaking it, instead of it giving away, we need to start marinate it. When you take a cucumber, then you marinate it, you close it under a specific pressure. You have even a tool that closes for you. Then the cucumber becomes a pickle. So I want you to start marinating your energy instead of giving to everyone, arguing with everyone, shouting at everyone, and constantly being stressed out. It's time to start gathering your energy back. So this look, this ambiance is very, very precisely tailored, and I on purposely I'm here. Golden rules. First of all, look at the ambiance, and I chose this on purpose. Don't be puppet to the society. Don't let people to stand on your head. Perfection. You need a man, protector, provider. Perfection. And this is your destiny. Loved, being protected, how she's laying on him. The flowers, and we have flowers here as well. You can see on top. You see how beautiful the ceiling is? Look at these beautiful paintings. And the ambiance. And I love this, this beautiful style, gold lusciousness, and the bottom of the dress is also, by the way, has the lace. So it's incredibly beautiful outfit. So let me read what you're saying. Thank you so much for everyone for joining. Thank you so much for your beautiful emojis. I see your emojis. Emojis actually is a form of love and expressing yourself. So everything you put, every little flower, every little heart, every smile, it makes energetic different chords to other people that read those emojis. And of course to me, I also see them. So let me read before we start. We're going to jump right into it because I have 7 beautiful golden rules. I wanted to make it really beautiful, and 7, we have 7 days a week, so you can practice each rule a day, and by the end of the week you will be a completely different person. They are going to be not very easy, I will tell you right away. They're not really easy to do. It took me all my life to get to this realization. So be kind to yourself, be polite to yourself, don't pressure yourself. So I'm in a very beautiful place. If you hear some noise, they are closed for now for public, but they're getting ready to open. So I am very glad and very privileged. And yes, so everything is good. I can be here with you a little bit quiet before they open for the public. So I love this privilege, and I love this, honor that everywhere I go I can receive. So let me see what you're saying. Yes, I love that you can say, your opinion. You are absolutely spoiling us. Thank you. I want to spoil you. I want you to lavish you. I've had a channel for years coaching Western men how to treat women from Eastern Europe due to mentality differences. And you are mirroring so much of my thoughts, even the most unusual ones. Is that okay if I leave a message for you via your email? Would you do team forward it to your will the team forward it to you personally? Yes, of course, you can email me whatever you have any questions. Thank you so much for sharing this same knowledges. If it resonates, it's amazing. And the girls can see you, so maybe they can check as well your a channel. And I see all the emails. You don't need to worry about. I have access. I see all the emails. I see how the team does, and they're trained in a certain way. So every email is answered in a very specific way. And everyone who is my client, they know that my team is very good. So anything you send, I will see, absolutely. And it's my pleasure to be here. And some girls are saying, oh, you always spoil us when you do 2 lives in a day. We don't know how long we have left in our lives, so let's make the most of it. It's so great to see you here. I really enjoy your videos. I found you 4 years ago. So someone is responding to this girl that they know her. That's amazing. You see, small world, and we have such a beautiful friendship in here. Hi, how are you? Hi, darling. You always are so polite. You always ask. I'm great. How are you? Thank you for joining. And thank you for these beautiful flowers. It's so many bouquets, so many different cute emojis. I love it. Oh, what a fabulous, rich, elegant look. Wow. Thank you. I wanted it to be like this. This is when I did the live yesterday that didn't save. I was wearing this, so I really wanted to show you, and I absolutely love this dress. This was one of my dream dresses that I wanted to order, and I had another, this is an Arabic abaya, and I ordered another one, and I didn't really like the color. And they told me, okay, you can have it for free. So the one I ordered, blue, they said you can have it for free. And then I saw this one and I fell in love. I said, can I just somehow exchange? So basically the abaya that I had for free, I gave it to them back, and they gave me this for free. So I never paid for this. So it's a pure gift. So I'm so blessed I'm so privileged. I love it. And I ordered one more from this company because I loved it. You know, I have a video about Arabic women's secrets where I'm wearing this peach color abaya. That's from the same brand. So it's a tailor-made, it's a special tailor, you know, so I call it brand, but they're very nice to me. You look lovely, and I love the painting behind you. Yes, and I on purposely choose this woman being taken care of and provided, and like a little girl in the arms of a man surrounded with flowers. Her hair are beautiful, it's quiet, it's lush, and there's a provider there, there is a couple here. So I just love it. I love it how everything is exactly like it's supposed to do, to be. Oh, thank you, Feminine Rose. What a surprise. You see how girls are like talking to each other? This is giving rich Versace Barbie. Thank you. Yes, the earrings, I got inspired because I was in Dubai Mall and I saw this big Versace symbol, you know, on the wall of Versace. I was like, okay, this is Versace theme. Like I don't ever say the brands, but you say, that's why I'm telling you. It's really beautiful. Yes, thank you for compliment. Thank you for the kind words, Feminine Rose. So the girls are talking to each other. So amazing. How do you feel about lip gloss on top of the lipstick? That's fine, but just to let you know, like a makeup tip, that when you wear lip gloss on top of the lipstick wears off way quicker, because lip gloss has an oil consistency that when it's melting on your lips, it removes the lipstick. So I try to not put the lipstick with the lip gloss because it just removes lipstick faster. So as more matte your lips, as longer the lipstick stays. And if you want to extend the time of the lipstick, also put eyeliner. I'm wearing, this is Saint Laurent red eyeliner. Yes, kiss to you all. Yes, the Versace style. Yes, a rich woman style. Powerful woman style. I love how when you wear all black, you pair it with a bright red lip and beautiful accessories. That makes it pop. Yes, well, dress is very powerful. You know, my hair, and actually, you know, the black, by my consistency, because I have black hair, this is one of first colors I should wear because it just makes it, you see, the whole look is very elevated. Imagine me walking like this. Imagine you see me full body, you know, I'm quite tall, and imagine my heels, and I have heels. You can, you know, I always have heels. So imagine, excuse me, to see that power beauty. There were men like just doing circles and like parking. It was like, was not easy to get here. And it's a daytime, you know, so it was like I was melting. But I'm here, I'm with you. So happy. So magnetic. Thank you for compliment. You are very sweet. Yes, and I always say when you wear black, it needs to be incredibly high quality. The material needs to like be very, very expensive, and you need to have right accessories. You need to accessorize in the right way. You're welcome, love. You're beautiful, and you have the loveliest hair accessories. So the girls are talking to each other. I love it. I love that you know each other. I'm well, thank you. What are some of your favorite abayas brands? I don't have a specific brand. I just go to Dubai Mall and I buy abayas from whichever I like. You know, I just walk in and I see and I buy. There was a shop in there. I just walked in. I saw there was a pink abaya with a lot of like how you call it? A lot of rhinestones, pink rhinestones. I loved it and I just bought it. They had only one. It was my first purchase when I arrived. I bought the pink abaya. It was amazing. I just gave away most of my clothes, nervous and excited to start over. Nervous, remove, retype it. I am super excited. I'm so grateful. I am so joyful for my new, fresh start. And I gave the old, I gave what doesn't suit me, I gave what I don't like. It's the past. I am so excited. The black abaya suits you so much. I love this. Thank you for compliment. Yes, because you know, black hair, white skin, imagine. And I love to be very classy, super excited and joyful. Exactly, I'm super excited and joyful for my new start, for my new life, for learning. Even this life is, I can feel the power is just like pushing me. Okay, talk, tell. Okay, I'm starting. So I can feel the energy is going to be so powerful. What feminine activities to do and colors would you recommend to wear? Feminine activity for me the most is swimming and reading. I love swimming as a woman. I love it. Nourishes and massages my body, and I read. I dress very nice. I go somewhere very beautiful and I sit and I read for hours, and I make my notes and I underline and I learn. That's very feminine. And the most beautiful colors, I really suggest women to start wearing more pink, more red, more pink, more white. Those colors are incredibly feminine. It just makes you so beautiful. So if you're ready, I want to start right away. I always say, you know, the first 10-15 minutes we can chat and then we are starting. And whenever you have questions, feel free to also ask. And let me know the sound if it's clear. I try to sit very close and I put the everything so the sound regulation are great for you to hear. And I have so much to tell you and I can't wait to share everything with you. And I have prepared notes. So we're going to have like these 7 rules. And of course, they're inspired, you know, by what I read in general, and of course Bible rules and my own general consensus, you know. Excuse me. So we're going to have amazing time, and if you're ready, let's start. Make yourself comfortable, have something to eat or drink, and get some notepad because we are going to learn so much. So golden rules of a feminine and beautiful classy lady. These are self-regulation rules that a lady needs to know, and a man as well, he can know, and the children can know as well. But this is for a very up-level type of a person who is intellectually already wise and open and smart, and he or she wants to change their life and say, I want to go to the next level. I want to be a little bit like a super human. Number 1 law. I will read exactly the declaration of these are laws, these are rules. So they're very strict, they're very concise. So please get ready. And if someone wants, they can as well, you can type it in the comments. I will never speak bad about other people, be mean, or try to harm anyone. Number 1 rule, law, for golden rule for a lady, I will never speak bad about anyone again, or be mean, or to try to harm anyone. I will never speak bad about anyone again. I want to complain, I want to be annoyed, I want to be irritated, great. But these are low consciousness things that you want to do. A feminine lady, a smart lady, a wise lady, a lady who has self-regulation mechanism, she doesn't need to speak bad about other people. You know how much energy I have wasted, you have wasted, we have wasted as women, talking bad about people, being mean to them, trying to harm them, trying to fight. Now we have a law, or gossip about others when they're absent. Great, yes. Gossip in general is sin, you know. But in my mind, I never gossip in my life, so I don't even, you know, think. But thank you for adding. Perfect thing to add. So the promise, number 1 rule, I will never talk bad about other people again, or be mean, or try to harm them. This is very, very important, very strict rule. Now, and I will give you the antidote. Every rule is going to be saying exactly what I'm not going to do, what I'm going to stop to do, and the antidote, what I'm going to do. So important. Yes, I agree with you. It is so important. 1 second. There's a... Okay. Excuse me. Now the antidote. I will speak well of people, be kind, and bless people who I can, or who deserve it. You know, sometimes people don't deserve, then leave them alone. But if you can, bless the person. So I will speak well of people, be kind to them, and try to bless them. Do you see the complete different shift? So we have this mean, evil energy. I'm going to be mad, I'm going to be fighting with everyone, hate everyone, like this, you know? Mean, unkind, unpolite, aggressive, arrogant, gossiping, biting, backbiting, hurting. This is one evil energy. And that is representing, of course, devil, because he loves these negative energies. Then we have this angelic being, this beautiful woman, who is not trying to harm anyone, not trying to attack. And sometimes she feels that, yes, they're actually mean to her, they're not nice to her, and she's like, okay, let me leave. I went to this very beautiful hotel, and I wanted to know a few details, and I think they did not understand what I want, and I said, it's okay, leave it. I wanted something from them, I wanted a service, but they didn't understand what I want. And I could argue, and I could say, well, why are you here? And I just, the only thing I said quietly, I said, if you can help me, why you work here? But I was conserving my own peace, my own well-being, marinating my own femininity, and I was like, it's okay, leave it. I didn't explain anything. I didn't fight. I didn't become a red in the face. I can, it's really easy when you have status, when you're wealthy, when you're beautiful. It's really easy to put people down. It's the easiest thing I can do. But why? Why would I do it? Because then it means I went to their level. Then it means I lost my wealth. I lost my status. I lost my beauty. Because I chose evil. So these are two different worlds. Worlds. Not places, not restaurants. Two different worlds you're entering. For example, this is a perfect example because we are in a restaurant. I can show you a perfect example. So, you see these things? Two different worlds. You cannot try to put oil in here. It's not going to work. Oil is always, even if you try to put oil in the water, it's going to come up. Oil always comes up. It cannot stay in the water. Excuse me. And do not try to mix evil with good. So my first rule as a golden rule for me as a lady, I will never speak bad about people or try to be mean to them or have intentionality of harming them. I will never do it. Excuse me, there is a fly. He loves sitting here. I have like a very sweet oud. I think he's coming for the oud. Go, have a walk. So the antidote, I will speak well of people, be kind, and try to bless people. So one of my friends, she arrived in Dubai, and in here we have a lot of immigrants. 80-90% of the immigrants, only 10 people are actually native population. So a lot of immigrants come from poverty, come from no education, come from villages, come from very bad backgrounds, come from very abusive families. So majority of people in here are total suffering. Of course, they're wealthy, of course, obviously, but in general, it's a lot of poverty. It's a lot of low-class workers. So when she arrived, she's European. You don't know in how many misunderstandings, arguments she would get. Every time I call her, she had a stressful day. Every time we go somewhere, she has arguments. Every time we go, she needs to fight. And she could not understand why. And for 1 month, she lost so much hair that she never lost in her life. I said, are you happy with the results? She said, I don't know why it happens, why they don't understand me. I said, okay, have you changed anything in 1 month? Arguing with all these people, fighting with them, they don't understand you, you're losing hair, half of your hair. So she checked her photos, she can see her hair is less. When you put your hair, you kind of know how much you usually have, like on one side. So I said, you don't see that you have less hair? She said, yes. So you're losing hair, you're losing sleep, you're stressed out, nothing is moving, and you are being mean and talking bad about people and attacking them. Anything changed? No. Like I showed you, you cannot pour this oil. You cannot. Oil will always come up. Oil is oil. So we have a bad world or we have a good world. Let's not try to mix it. Let's try to understand this has its own qualities. This is its own qualities. Of course, nothing bad about the olive oil, Try to understand this is just a metaphor I'm trying to use. Now, this is number one law. Not advice, feminine tips. No, it's a law, a golden law of a lady who has self-regulation system. If I'm very smart, I'm very beautiful, I'm very powerful. If I don't hold my horses, I can destroy people. And I know that. And that's why I try to control myself. Because I can open my mouth very loudly and I can destroy people. If I'm mad, if I'm angry, I try to not to be. Because I know that my power is very big. Woman actually can hurt more than a man. Have you noticed there is as well big saying, when men break up with women, they leave them, they cheat, or they try to offend them, or they lie, they ghost. Do you know that the man always suffers? Because the wrath of the woman, the punishment from the woman, even the consequences of leaving a woman is a huge slap, huge offense to a man. Because a woman has bigger power. You have to understand, if a woman can create another human being, I can create one human being, 2 human beings, 5, 10. I can create human beings. Can you understand the divinity that runs through the veins of the woman? That's why she's very powerful. That's why her anger also can destroy. And I had one girl, and she was dating with an amazing man. It seems everything good. They were amazing couple. Everything was good. And suddenly he just disappeared. A few months he was dating her, and suddenly he disappeared. No explanation, no nothing. He disappeared. No calls, no text. He didn't answer. He really immensely hurt my friend. The hurt was big. He hurted her very, very deeply because she was in love. She was thinking, this is my man. And he disappeared. He never came back to her life. Never apologized, never explained anything. What do you think you're doing? You think this is allowed to break a woman's heart? She has done nothing bad to you. Only taking care of you, loving you, squeezing you, cuddling you, being there with you, listening to you, laughing at your jokes, holding your hand. How can you do that? And I said to her, don't worry. Don't even try to find where he lives. Don't try to understand this. Leave him. And you know, my contacts are very big. After 1 year, I found out that he's still single. He's even more depressed than ever. He had a lot of problems with his business. He's less connected with his family. He has a lot of arguments with his brothers. He's not happy. And now he's drinking and smoking and constantly going out in cheap places. And cheap women are completely finessing his money. So you think that you can harm a woman and you will not get anything back? You have to understand you don't need to revenge. That's why number one law, I will never speak bad. I will never try to hurt. Because the vengeance of God, he will do his business. Anyone who ever hurts you is going to be hurt. That's why the number one law, we want this freedom and happiness as a women. We want our beauty. We don't want to lose our hair. We don't want our nails to break. We don't want our skin to have a breakout. We want to, I will talk only well about people. I will be kind to people. And I have like 6 people I'm looking at, like everyone who's working. I'm just sending the message. And I will bless people. So I'm removing myself from the negative world and I'm taking myself to positive world. This is number one law. Now let's go to the number 2nd. I will not, this is difficult, I will not change people, judge their looks, or look down on them. Can someone write this down, please? I will not change people, judge their looks, or look down on them. And please write for yourself. I chose this on purpose because I knew a girl, and I still do know her, and she contacted me and she said, I have this problem that I really judge people. And I judge how they look. I get irritated by certain nationalities and ethnicities, and I get irritated by certain body types. I get irritated by certain sounds of the voice of people. And I said, that's okay and that's normal, because when you are very aware, when you are very awake emotionally and spiritually, everything becomes bolder and thinner, and you hear everything closer, and everything is like going inside of you deeper. So you can get annoyed by hearing someone's voice because you can hear that in their voice they have anxiety. And I am exactly like that too. You become a little bit more, they say sometimes, more higher in your sensitivity. Your sensitivity becomes more like really it's a sharp knife. So when I hear someone and I can hear anxiety in their voice, I can immediately determine the traumas that this person had. I can determine the stress level they have. And no one can how do you hear? She's just talking. She's just ordering her coffee. I said, you don't hear her anxiety? You don't hear how angry she is? No, but she's smiling. Yes, I understand she's smiling, but she's angry, and I can read that in the face. So when you become smart, when you become self-aware, when you have awareness in general, you start seeing people and people start annoy you. And I want you to relax. They say, that's okay. That's normal. So the rule says, I will not change people. And the rule says, I will not judge their looks or look down on them. Now with the looks, you know, the girl I was telling you, so she fought for many years. She doesn't like certain ethnicities, so every time she sees them, it's like she's boiling inside. I said, okay, these people have done something to you personally? No. Have they attacked you? No. Have they done something to your government, to your country? No. So what is the reason? I just don't like how they look. I said, that's normal. We all have preferences. And that's okay that you don't like how some people look, but it's not okay for us to judge them. Okay, I will judge how this person looks. Anything changed? The person color suddenly changed? Their height suddenly changed because Tadavik is judging them. Nothing changed, but I changed. I became, if you think about it, every time when she was judging, she was becoming dirtier, she was becoming darker, she was becoming more polluted. It was her judging her. So every time you judge others, you're judging you. Every time you're attacking others, you're attacking you. Every time any negative energy goes out of you, it does not even go to that person. They don't even know that you hate how they look. But what happens to you? Inside of you becomes a polluted river, stagnated, dirty water. So I said to her, I said, can we do this exercise? Every time when you want to judge someone, catch yourself. I want to judge someone. I don't like how he looks. I don't like how she looks. Why her hair is like this? Why she's wearing this skirt? Why she's so provocative? Why he is so unattractive? Did I change anyone? No. But that moment, excuse me, do you see my nervous system is like rebuking, negative energy? I'm coughing. In that moment, I didn't change anyone, but I chose to pollute my own system. Think about it really, really deeply. When you don't like how someone looks, their appearance, what they're wearing, their voice, anything, when you don't like, okay, I don't like this guy, I don't like this girl, what changed? They suddenly changed? It's not a Transformers movie. They didn't change. They stayed exactly how they are. But you changed. You became worse. You became more negative. You became more mean. So judging, it never sorts anything. So I will never change people because I physically cannot. No one can change me. Do you know that? No one can influence me. No one can even deeply inspire me. Human beings get inspired because inner, they decide, oh, I'm going to be inspired by these shoes, by this dress, by these nails. Women get inspired. For example, I wear red nails. They get inspired. But inspiration doesn't come from me. They choose in their subconscious mind to get inspired. The inspiration is like a kick to them. Okay, let me do red nails. And then they do the decision. They call it, I get inspired. But actually, if you think very deeply, you just decided. So it had nothing to do with me. I didn't do anything. And I cannot teach you anything. I cannot even change you. Every teaching that you get, you teach yourself. Your brain is listening to information, so there are words, there are frequencies, there are vibration coming. Your brain is taking these words, taking this information, analyzing inside, feeding you and saying, okay, this is this, making conclusions. So I am not teaching you. Your brain is teaching you. You are guiding you. You are changing you. So rule says I will not change people because I cannot. Even if I want to, I can never change anyone. So what a waste of time. So I will not change people, judge their looks, because suddenly for me, judging their looks, they didn't have plastic surgery and they look different. Now, if I judge the white person, didn't become black. But if I judge the black person because I don't like, didn't become white. Or didn't become purple because I would like to see how you look. I don't like how you look. I would like you to be purple. Imagine if every time when you judge the person, they can change. You'll be monster city. So let people to look as ugly as they want, as unattractive as they want, as beautiful as they want, as stunning as they want. Let people be. And let's do one exercise. We're going to do a very nice exercise. Please take something that you have next to you, something that is not too heavy, that cannot break. And in my case, I'm just going to take, I have a tissue holder. So I'm going to take, not the holder itself, because it's ceramic, but the tissue. So what I suggest you do too, take a pen or a piece of paper, something that is not too heavy, something that is light, take it in your hands. And we're going to hold it, and this is going to symbolize this resentment towards people that, and we all have, no one is judging you, we all understand, I understand you, we all have done it. That's normal, because we live in a multicultural world. where there are so many colors, so many nationalities, so many ethnicities, so many races that you don't even know everyone until the end. You don't even discover where is that? So try to understand that this is normal, that people are different, that they look different. Now we're taking this, and this is symbolizing our resentment towards how people look. Oh, why you are ugly, why you're beautiful, why you're too beautiful, why you are too unattractive. It doesn't matter. We cannot change. I cannot change this napkin. I want you to be blue. Why are you not blue? Did it change? No. But in that moment, when I was boiling, who hurt me? Me. I got hurt. The napkin doesn't care. It's still the way that it was. So take this napkin, tissue, paper, something light, and this is symbolizing your judgment towards how people look. And what we're going to do, we're just going to release it and let it go. And from now on, I know it's going to be difficult, but we're just doing the first step. So I will not change people. I will not judge their look. And I will not look down on them because I'm more beautiful. Every room I walk in, I am the most beautiful in my eyes. But they are beautiful in their own eyes. So actually, if you think about it, it's very, very subjective. And you might think that I have a friend that she's blonde, she's very beautiful, blue eyes, and she truly is beautiful. But she judges sometimes how other people look. I said, but they are someone's baby. They're someone's husband. They're someone's wife. They're someone's children. Someone loves them. And when I said this one time, I said someone, she was looking at the man, she didn't like how he looked. And there was a certain a judgmental energy. And I said, but you have to realize that he is the husband of that lady that is sitting in front of us. And they were so lovey-dovey. And he was the dream man for that woman. And she humbled herself and said, you're right. Because someone loves him. Just because I don't like him, it doesn't mean that he's a bad person. And he was a very good provider. He was sitting in a restaurant. You will never look at that man. He was not attractive in my eyes. He was not my type. He was not my friend's type. But he was the type for that woman. And it was her birthday and she was pregnant and he got her a Chanel bag. So, is it up to us? I didn't judge. But is it up to us to judge how people look? So, we're holding this and saying, I choose to not judge. I choose to not change other people because I can't. I choose to not look down on them. I release. Just release. Whatever is in your hand is a pen, is an apple, something that doesn't break. Just release. Let it go. The sound, I like it. It's like clearance. Just let it go. Let it go away from your life and try to keep your energy for something for you. Judging, looking down at people doesn't change anything in your life. Only rubs your energy. Only removes your well-being. Only destroys your own health. So this is what I want you to know. This is what I want you to learn. Now what I'm going to do, the antidote. I will accept people as they are. So I cannot possibly change them. I will accept people as they are. Let them just be. Because I cannot do anything. I can't change their color. I can't change their body. And see them, everyone, as equal. Not equal to me. Now, I want to explain this moment. Not equal to me, but as equal to each other. So if I see a purple person, I will think him as equal with a yellow person. If I see the black person, will be equal. If I see the white person, I will see all people as equal. Not to me. I'm not involved in this equation. I'm always going to think about me higher. I'm always going to think that I'm more superior. I'm always going to be royalty. I'm always going to be aristocratic. I'm always going to be most beautiful in my mind. And that's okay. And if you think like that, it's okay. Because you have to put yourself first. But look at other people as they're all equal. It will make such a freedom to enter into your life. Don't think that one race is better, another race is, I'm going to judge, when we were shopping in a very expensive mall, there were some girls and they think, Arabic style, they think I don't understand English. They don't know that I speak many languages fluently. And they're like, these wealthy Arabs. They think they can own everything. And I looked at them, I said, yes, we are wealthy Arabs and we do own everything. We do own everything. And she was like, oh my God, you speak English? I said, and yes, and other languages too. So this judgment, all these wealthy Arabs. So this judgment is nothing good. learn from Arabic people. I love seeing wealthy Arab men. I love seeing wealthy Arab women. I love it. I have something to learn from them. I, in general, never judge wealth because I am wealth and I'm attracted to wealth. When I was coming, the sun was coming up and there was this beautiful luxury sports car. It was blue. And the you know, the how you say, the windows were open, the roof was open, and he was just driving, having the music, like a black beautiful hair, and I was thinking, what a beautiful picture. In my mind, I was just looking at it, how beautiful it is. I'm talking about a beautiful Bentley just passed by. And I crossed the street. I got this emotion of the well-being of the wealth. I just ate that moment, how tasty that was. And I'm crossing the street. There are absolutely no cars. The whole street is empty. And I went inside the road, in the middle of the road, and I started walking in the middle of the road. And for a couple of seconds, there was absolutely no cars, no nothing. And then from nowhere, Rolls Royce comes. You should have seen that moment. I wish someone will film from helicopter. I'm walking in the middle of the street, my striking beauty, and there is this gorgeous black Rolls Royce with silver and white, so beautiful. Newest Rolls Royce, check how it looks. You will melt. And he's coming slowly, turning, letting me to walk. He didn't beep at me, nothing, because the wealth recognized the wealth. And so he moved a little bit so I can still continue, and I'm not going anywhere. You should see my confidence. And he's driving like this, and I'm walking like that. It's like two Rolls Royces. A man owning the Rolls Royce and a woman being the Rolls Royce. That moment was out of this world. And there was no judgment because it was beauty. So try to understand, as I love myself, being as beautiful as I am, having my own color, as someone else loves themselves. So we're not judging. I will accept people as they are. I will let them be. You know how much energy you're going to save without judging them. And I will see them, all people, I will see them as their equal. I will imagine there is one nation and there is me. So I enter and I see everyone is the same for me. Everyone is equal to me. Just let everyone be as they are. These are a lot of, the tips that I'm giving today are not very light feathers. They are strict, like a very heavy rules. And if you can implement, your life drastically will change, because now we're going into different season. Now a lot of things are changing. A lot of people are freer. They think more open. So if you want success, if you want beauty, if you want wealth, you have to get rid of these things that are sucking your energy away from you, leaking your energy away from you. I absolutely love this ambience, and I on purposely chose this. They have different things. They have like women dancing and everything, but I chose this. Don't do this. Don't step on people's heads. Don't try to do this. Choose this. So this is on purpose that I chose. Don't be a doormat and don't allow anyone else to abuse you. Have your boundaries and do not attack people anymore. This is number 2. Number 3, are you ready? I will not be at the streets at the night and in inappropriate places. I will not be seen on the streets at the night in inappropriate places. Inappropriate place, inappropriate bars, clubs, all these, how you call it, where they smoke shisha. Inappropriate, that is. There was this beautiful restaurant and I walked, it was a couple of days ago, I actually did a live with you. When my man walked me with my teddies, he hugged me and then he left. And I connected with you. I have that live, I did it, and you have it recorded. And I remember we were walking and there was this beautiful restaurant with a beautiful ambiance. And when we opened the door, there were people smoking shisha. And I almost threw up. I was like, I can't do it, take me away. And he was wearing a very beautiful suit, like a black suit with white lines. And I was wearing very beautiful dress. You saw that dress, the blue royal dress. And he's like, yes, let's go, because I don't want my suit to smell bad. So, inappropriate place that was. I will not be seen in the streets at the night and in not appropriate places. If you know, you know. I live in a heart of Middle East where it's super safe. So even if I walk in the middle of the night, I'm not going to be there in the streets. You have to understand. I will walk from my building to maybe other tower or where the gym is, or I will just walk a couple of minutes. I'm safe. It's very clean area. It's very protected, and I have security watching me from everywhere. But there are women who tell me that they spend hours searching something in the streets, walking in the streets with heels and struggling. So I had a friend. When I was living in London, we would see each other. And I'm so happy for her changes. She used to walk every Friday, Saturday for 1-2 hours in her heels. And she will ruin her heels, she will ruin her feet, and she will be always tired. I said, why you do this? She said, because I want to be seen. I want men to, look at me and approach me. And I said, in a street. In a street. Why don't you go to the restaurant? I understand it's less people going to see you. Go to the restaurant, dress nice, okay? Take your book, take your journal, sit down, okay, I'm going to read. I'm not going to be on the streets. Right now, it's so hot, I cannot possibly be in the street. 35 degrees. I think it's even more. How can I be in the streets? Why would I be in the streets? The golden rule of a lady. I didn't say golden rule of a worker, victim, cleaner. Golden rule of a lady. How many ladies do you see walking in the streets in an appropriate time, late in the night, wearing provocative clothing, being in inappropriate bars or clubs? How many ladies do you see? You don't see. You don't. Let's admit it, you don't. So I will not be at the streets at the night in inappropriate places. If someone can please write it down. And it's a decision. I will not be seen on the streets at night or be in inappropriate places. Inappropriate means against what is appropriate. So against basically etiquette. And we all know what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. Beautiful restaurant, beautiful lounge, cinema, fine. Those are appropriate places. Now, antidote. I will be in a safe place. Go out during the day and go to a place that is appropriate. So antidote. So I'm giving you what to not do, and I'm giving you what to do. I'm giving you the medicine, how to heal the mistake, how to heal the judgment. So I will be in a safe place. Remember the first, in the streets, where homeless people can be. In here we don't have, I have not seen any. But in some countries, people have in the streets, walking in the middle of the night, being unsafe, going in inappropriate areas, being scared, being chased after, being attacked. No, I will be in the safe places. Go out during the day and go to appropriate places. And I will tell you, very many times women get into trouble because they absolutely do not understand this law, that a lady has huge responsibility to provide safety for herself. We wait to get married, we want our family to protect us, we want everyone to provide for us, but we forget that they're strangers. We forget that even our family have their own needs, they have their own burdens on their shoulders. I want you to make a rule for yourself and judge the way that you live your life. There are certain hours a day or the night that I know that I'm not going to walk in the street. Because I know that there's a certain dilemma, there's a certain stereotype about those times. If I walk right now, 10 o'clock in the morning, fine. But if I walk in a certain hour, when it's rush hour, where it's 5-6 o'clock, where there are cars beeping at each other, people are walking like a river, it's polluted, it's so full, it's so stressful, it's actually inappropriate for me as a lady. So I know the rush hour, I know the traffic hour. You will never, ever see me going anywhere at the rush hour. Never. I take a nap that time. I wake up 4 or 5 o'clock, okay, people are finishing work, Tetevik is waking up. Because I don't care about being in a field of a stressful life, running away, doing things. I don't care. Now, what I want you to understand is this is a law that a lot of people in a lot of countries actually have regulations. There are countries that put the signs that at this time, please don't go there, it's not safe. So even the country is talking to you, trying to protect you. As a woman, you have responsibility to protect yourself. So this is number 3. Now, regarding not being in the streets and not, being provocative and not being in inappropriate places, I want you to understand this law is not in any way to limit you or your life, but it's done to protect you and your body from physical abuse, from verbal abuse, from any attack, from unsafety. This is done in order to protect you. Just one moment. Let me see if I can grab my charger for the phone. Excuse me for one moment. Thank you everyone for waiting. So what I'm going to do is, welcome back. Thank you for waiting, and I'm going to read your questions. So my laptop went to bed, and because I was charging my phone, it took the energy. So now all my notes are in my laptop. And I'm thinking, I cannot cut off the live. I cannot take my phone off. I cannot do anything with my phone. And if I need to go home, it's like half an hour. So I cannot wait, put live on pause. And I don't want the battery to die for the phone. So thankfully, I went there and I was standing and I was like, what shall I do? What shall I do in my mind? And then it dawned on me that I can ask their iPad. They were so sweet. They gave me their iPad where I logged in into my email. And what I'm going to do, thankfully, Totevik is a smart human being, and I have saved it in my email, the notes that I want to share with you today. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take a minute to log in and get the notes, and then we will continue. But I'm so happy that I could do this. So please, if you don't mind, wait 1 second, and then we will continue. I'm so happy because it's such a beautiful topic. I never would like this to not be done. And we were doing another live, and the phone went to sleep. Today, the whole technology is like, to the video, too much knowledge. Thank you for your patience. It asks so many questions. It's thinking. Okay. All right, we're there almost. It's asking the password, and I'm almost there. Thank you so much for waiting, everyone. I think because it's not my device, there is a protective link. Excuse me for the background sounds. I just realized it. It's asking me different security questions because you can see that I'm not signing it from my device. That's like creating a new account. accepted the request. So hopefully it will connect now. Okay, perfect. All right, wonderful. Thanks God it worked. Wonderful. I'm so happy because you see I have all the notes in here saved, and it's a lot of information. So I really want to, tell you exactly how it's written. So it was so important. I'm so grateful to God that this is possible and we can continue. So thank you so much everyone for patience, for waiting, and let's continue. Now, first of all, let's recap everything we discussed, and let me try to see if I can actually log in because I don't see your comments. Let me see if I can log in here. Oh, this is a smart iPad. Oh my God, it's so amazing. I just clicked YouTube and it took me to my own live. Did you see the speed? And now I can see your comments. Thank you everyone for being in here. So let me see everything that I missed, and then we will continue with our rules. How are you feeling so far? How are the rules? Something is changing with you? Like something changing in you? Like something resonates with you? How do you feel? Okay. Yes. Okay, so number one rule, I will never speak bad about other people, be mean, or try to harm anyone. Thank you for the summary. Number two, I will not change people, judge their looks, or look down on them. Thank you. Correct. And number three, I will not be seen in streets at night or in inappropriate places. Thank you so much, ladies, for making these beautiful summaries. These are 3 big chapters that we already discussed. And we did so much, like in 1 hour, we did so much if you think about it. So many things in our mind changed. Excuse me for the sounds, but they're preparing, to open. And we're lucky. If you want, I will just show you quickly before I read your questions, how beautiful it is. And I'm completely alone in here. You see how beautiful it is? It's a lovely place. Wonderful. Hello, beautiful. How are you? Thank you for joining. Yes, absolutely. I agree. We shouldn't judge others because no one is perfect. No, it's not because they're not perfect. Even they are perfect. It's just judgment removes your own energy. We shouldn't judge other people because we are not allowed. We are not allowed. Welcome back. Welcome. Thank you. I will not change people, judge their looks. Yes. Good. This is like when you're writing, it's like you're making a devotion. And I like that you are talking with each other about, the makeup, the stores. I love that. Thank you. Wonderful. So everything is good. Wonderful. Now we can continue. So if you're ready, get yourself comfortable and let's continue. So we spoke about not being bad or mean to other people. Then we spoke about not trying to change them or judge them. And the third one, we spoke about not putting ourselves in inappropriate places in the streets. Are you ready for number 4? Number 4 rule for a golden lady: I will not dress provocative, revealing, and send vulgar signals. Could you please write it down? I will not dress provocatively. I will not dress provocatively, revealing, and not send vulgar signals. So a lot of times women dress very open, very, transparent dresses, very tight dresses. Everything is revealing. You can see she's not having any undergarments. And women are walking and thinking that this is freedom, that this is empowerment. But that cannot be less true and less far from the truth. Every time when you're wearing revealing clothing, you just gave and you gifted your beauty to complete strangers who do not deserve even to look at you. You just gave it for free. You just gave, you have a bag of diamonds and you're just giving away. Instead of you understanding, I wish I can have a brand. Shall I create a brand that says reserved? And you are wearing it on your chest, reserved, on your head. You want to put this sign on your head? But wake up and remember your sign, remember your rights, remember your values. You lost the crown is on the floor. Please pick up the crown, put it on your head, and remember, I'm a princess, I'm a valuable. I am so valuable. I'm priceless. I'm so beautiful, inside, outside. I'm so smart. I'm a wife. I'm a future mother. I'm a homemaker. I'm a beautifier. I'm a creator. I'm so valuable. So the law, it says, I will not dress provocative or revealing or send vulgar signals. Vulgarity is when you're sitting in a certain way, when you're looking and winking and smiling at complete strangers. Why are you winking and smiling? That is someone's husband. That man was not interested, and you just put him in a sin, and just put him in temptation. Now, I really like this very big difference between Eastern culture and Western culture. In Eastern culture, we are not really allowed to look at the man's eyes and like flirt with him, wink at him, smile like this. We are not allowed. It is considered as vulgarity, because in majority of the time, Eastern men get married very early. They're usually married, they usually have children. And of course, there is single people as well, but you never know who is single, who is married. So all this winking and smiling is not allowed, because you are putting a man into temptation. Especially, Arabic, Middle Eastern, we women are very beautiful, we're very luxurious, we're very stunning. So a man cannot resist. If I want anything from any man, he will give me. I can stop and I can talk to any man. And there was this handsome man, I remember, I was in a lobby once, and he was just one man, and I really liked him. And I had a question, and I needed help. And he was the only one there. And I was like, of course, the lucky me. I always get the most great men, wealthy, handsome, calm, so polite, so educated. And I went to him, I said, hi, I need something. Yes, what do you need? A woman's energy is mesmerizing, especially if she actually is a woman of value. So do not use vulgar signals to attract men. Hello, Tetevik. Hello, my darling. Welcome. Do not use vulgarity to get approval or validation or love or money or gifts from men. Do not use vulgarity. Vulgarity is the last resort for a desperate woman who has nothing to offer. And women nowadays, when you see on Instagram, all TikToks, all this social media, which I do not follow, I do not watch, I do not spend time there. It actually brings me, I feel anxious when I open. I feel immediately something is wrong. I feel a little bit headache. I feel a little bit dizzy. I'm like, I can't do it. It's too many things. Things are changing. I can't do it. And I don't have any of those apps downloaded on my iPad, on my phone. I don't have them. I don't like them. I never liked it. I never downloaded TikTok. It's below me. What is there for me to do? I'm a classy woman. Let me read Shakespeare. Let me read and paint with Picasso. Let me do something. Listen to the Mozart music. Let me do something valuable. How is the sound, by the way? Now they put the music. Can you still hear my voice? What I really love is when the lives are without music. I'm going to do it next time. So I will not dress provocatively, I will not dress revealing, and I will not send vulgar signals. Vulgarity is a sensual energy. I do not word the specific word. Which word that is. If you're ladies, In my channel, we always say that I don't use that word. Instead of that, I'm saying sensuality. So your, sensual, private, and intimate energy. This is vulgar signal. And some women do crazy things. Even I did, when I was at the event, there was a man who was really interested in me, and he was coming next to me, and in the end, of course, he got to talk to me and everything. It was amazing. He was such an amazing man. First of all, looked like, I don't know, a sculpture of the David, that sculpture Michelangelo made. It's like a perfection of a man, and so polite, so educated. I'm like, so why I'm telling you this story, there was a woman interfering in that moment. She was dressed in a white skimpy dress, everything open, shoulders open, the chest open, mini dress, and white. And she doesn't have undergarments, so you can see her private parts. And she sat there, he got a little bit angry, he stood up and he moved other place, and he came next to me, and I'm covered fully. And he spoke with me, you look so beautiful. And he completely ignored that woman who acted cheap, who acted vulgar, very in a vulgar manner. And she was dressed in a provocative and revealing place. So that woman can be actually daughter of an amazing father. She can be incredibly smart and have PhD. She could be beautiful inside, but a man does not know that. because a man judges you by your appearance. So stop wearing provocative clothes. This is law number 4, golden rule of a lady. I will not wear provocative, revealing clothing or send vulgar signals. I on purposely repeat, because by repetition, it goes to your long-term memory and it makes sense. It's like an anchor of the ship is now in the ocean. Now, what is the antidote, the medicine, how we heal this? I will dress covered. Perfect example. I will dress covered, classy and elegant, and send feminine signals. Vulgarity, femininity. Vulgar signals, feminine signals. This hunting, pursuing man, receiving. So I will cover, I will wear classy, elegant clothing, and I will send feminine signals. You know, there is nothing that a man can do. We don't know this because we are women and we think everyone is beautiful and everyone has this, you know, power, but actually men don't have that power. Men does not have the power of a woman. Man cannot get any woman he wants. Have you noticed? It's the woman who always gets the man she wants. And you know, in my life, one thing I said, and I was watching a very beautiful interview of one of the millionairesses who married very well, and she has, you know, Rolls Royces, private jets, private yachts, and helicopters, everything. And she says, one thing I noticed about me, and she's very beautiful. She said, one thing I noticed about me, that I always, in the end, got the man I wanted. And that sentence really stayed with me. And I started analyzing my life, and I realized any man that I truly, truly wanted, even if it was after 1 month, after 1 year, after 5 years, they will somehow come and stand next to me. And I will always get a man I want. And I might not say no, I might say no to him, or maybe the relationship will not work between us, but I always get the man that I wanted. And that's when I realized that women have a very specific, very distinct, different power than a man. That with your appearance, you are communicating certain message. When you're looking at me right now, I'm communicating certain message. Imagine you, it's the first time you're clicking, you don't know Tetevi. Of course, we all know each other. Let's cuddle. But imagine you don't know. You're not in our sisterhood, or if you're a man, welcome as well. Imagine you don't know. When you click, you have specific, right away, like conclusions you make about the person, the way they're dressed. Okay, this woman, yes, she seems very classy, she seems smart, she seems like put together, she seems like she knows what she's talking about, she seems to respect herself. A lot of men will come and compliment me, my looks and the way I'm dressed and the way I walk, the way I carry myself. And I say, what exactly do you like? It's just, and they say, it's just how you respect yourself, how much you respect yourself. And it always come to my mind that, so you can see that I respect myself. And when I was coming here, it was like I was walking next to a beautiful building. Every beautiful building is very beautiful here. And like the windows are reflecting my image, and I'm walking and I'm looking and I'm like, wow, you are so powerful. Like I cannot look at you. So I am mesmerized by my own power, and I live with this woman day and night. I see her day and night, and I still cannot get used to of her beauty, of her smartness. Sometimes she just shocks me. Because there is me internally living the power, and there is a me externally who observes this. Oh wow, look at her. Sometimes I look at my pictures and I'm like, and it's not that you are obsessed with yourself or some kind of narcissistic movement in your head is happening, but it's a pure wonder. Oh my God, who is this being? And there is nothing vulgar about this woman. She is oozing femininity. She's oozing a classiness. So by the way you dress, you are talking. You're talking. Do you know that? When you're walking and your mouth is closed, maybe you're listening to the music, maybe you're on the phone, maybe you're in your own mind, your clothes are talking. Imagine that your clothes have like it's a display of the words written. That, oh yes, you can have me, my sensual energy is for everyone, I'll be intimate with you on the first night. People are reading, it's written on your dress, those are letters, it's a display. And it's the letters are running. Cheap woman, easy to get, low class, doesn't know her worth. So I would like you to really think about it. If your clothes could speak, What would they tell about you? What are your clothes right now telling when people look at you? Your clothes are communicating certain signals with people. You're sending certain signals. So the rule of a golden woman, I do not want to anymore send any vulgarity signals. I want to send femininity signals. That I'm a wife material. I'm a very kind and polite person. I'm very classy. I'm created for a family that I would like you to provide and protect. I love this painting. Can I remove it? This a signal you want to send, not this circus. So do not be a circus girl. Be a wife material girl. So this is number 4. Now let's go to number 5. This is like a taking from a 10 commandments. I will not steal, lie, cheat, or try to get something for nothing. I will not steal time of other people, their resources, trying to finesse men for money, trying to abuse and take advantage of my friends, stealing energy and time and money from other people. I will not steal and lie. Oh, did you pay the amount for the rent? Yes, I paid yesterday. You didn't pay. It's a lie. So 2 days ago, I was spending some time with my best friend, and her landlord came really late, and he was checking on her if she paid the rent. And he owns few properties, few flats in the same floor. It's a very big, like a block. And he came to her and he said, have you paid? She said, yes, I paid. I'll send you the screenshot. Everything is fine. So it was like a really quick conversation. He said, you don't know. People are telling me they paid and they haven't paid. So people look at his face and lie that I have paid, but they haven't paid. So in my mind, it doesn't make any sense. If you haven't paid, say, oh, I'm sorry, I haven't paid. I'll definitely pay today. I'll definitely pay tomorrow. But there is no point for me to say I have paid and I haven't paid. Because it's not going to change anything, but it's going to make me a liar in my own eyes. Okay, he will not know, but I will know. The problem is when we're trying to steal something, time, resources, anything, or we're trying to lie, the person who is involved in this conversation, they don't change. Try to understand the whole video. Everything I'm trying to teach you is that you are changing, not them. You are being polluted, not them. One moment. You want something? One second. Thank you everyone for patience. Oh. Okay, it was my driver. They needed to move the car because it's too big, it's blocking the road. And there is like a sports car that wants to fit and he doesn't fit because he's too tiny, there's no space. So we need to move the car, and that's why I needed to go to sort that out. But it's all good, all done. And we fit the Lamborghini now. It's a cutie, cutie. So everyone is good, but thank you so much for your patience. Sometimes they actually need me, so I don't put you in a drama, you know, I just go and sort things and I come. That's work classic. So all right, let's continue. I will not steal, I will not lie or cheat, or will not try to get something for nothing. So I was in a store and I was buying a few things. I had a very big shopping. It was a home decor shopping, and the shop was already closing, and I was one of the last because I had 2 trolleys. And my trolleys were full, like with the big lamps, gold, beautiful, like birds I bought. So I had a lot of big items. So they opened 2 tills. For me, it was one of the most fun experiences I've ever had. And they were scanning my items on one and scanning my items on the second till and wrapping everything. Some candles I bought, some, you know, like luxury crystals and vases. So while they were doing that, there was a woman next to me buying, I think, a diary or a pen, like, excuse me, something really small, unnecessary. And love, thank you for the beautiful hearts and the love. And she was buying something really like unnecessary. You don't need it like to survive. And she was standing there, and the item was, I think, 70% off discount, and it was on clearance. So basically she was getting that diary journal for free. And she was standing there and arguing, why can't you provide another discount because there is a scratch? And they're saying, madam, but this is already on clearance, 70% because there is a scratch. And she's fighting, and the security is saying, madam, if you're not buying, please you need to leave because the store is closed. And I'm standing there with a massive 2 trolleys, 2 tills are open, 2 people are scanning at the same time, and I'm just paying at one and I'm going to the cart with another. You should have seen how much fun was it. I was paying at 2 tills. I was paying, so they're wrapping 10 items, I'm paying. Then they're scanning another, I'm paying there. And I'm paying for those items, luxury items, and my driver is taking everything. And there's a woman arguing and trying to get something for nothing. It's just a diary. Just pay those $5 and take that diary, or leave the diary. And I never bought anything like, I never chase clearance. I don't like sales. I don't go to Black Friday when people, you know, jump on each other. I've never done that in my life. I've never been attracted to it because in my mind, I'm very valuable. I don't chase sales. I don't like extra sale item. It means no one wants it, so you want to get rid of it. That's why I'm the last one to buy. I don't want it. I bought this, it was not on sale. Full price, new collection. I bought this nail polish. This is Saint Laurent Red Rouge. Rouge in French means red. I never asked for sale. Saint Laurent doesn't do sales. Yes, you can have loyalty bonuses, but even how classy they say loyalty bonus. They don't have sales. Rolls-Royce doesn't have sales. Chanel, I have never heard Chanel having sales. Luxury, beautiful boutiques don't have sales. So it's the woman trying to steal, lie, cheat, try to get something everywhere. Can you give me discount? Can I have a voucher? Do you have this offer? Why can't we be a little bit higher? And a golden roof of a lady, that she's a lady. Lady means a certain status in her. Can we stop begging for discounts? And people sometimes want, you give them from $100, you say it's going to be $10. They're like, is there a possibility to get another discount? But from 100, the person is saying it's going to be 10. So I watched that woman. I still remember, this was, I think, 2 years ago. And I will never forget the way she was arguing with these innocent people, pressuring them to give her discount from $5. In the end, she didn't buy the diary. Wasted her time, wasted her breath, argued with people, put them everyone in an uncomfortable situation, and didn't buy the item. So I would like you to learn to stop trying to get something for nothing. And I love paying. So I love being generous. I love giving money. It makes me feel good that the money is circulating. I'm never spending money. And this is a big revelation I got, and I always guide you to know this truth, that, for example, imagine if this iPad is mine, and you know I have my own iPad that I sometimes show you the pictures on. So if I bought this iPad and people say, I spend money on iPad. Spend money means you don't have it anymore. But that is not entirely true, because the iPad is here. You didn't spend money. You never spend money. You exchange money for goods. You give money to receive something. You invest money and you gain something. So I didn't spend money. It's here in this iPad. They bought this iPad. They didn't spend money. It's here. The money is here. The money is a living now creature. So I want you to understand that if you're a woman, classy woman, and if you're a man, a gentleman, you want to go, the whole sense of this video, I want you elevate to the next level is I want you to understand enough trying to steal time of the people, lie to them, try to cheat, try to tell manipulative stories, try to cover code something, sugarcoat something, try to get something for nothing. And you know, I had a girl who does coaching calls, and she learned from me. She said, I love that, you know, you're so generous, you give free calls, and I want to do that as well. I said, go for it, but be careful, because my audience is very polite. Like, no one from the girls, you should see the girls. Once a year, I do free coaching. It's like a certain, like, couple of weeks. It's like 3-4 weeks I do. And you should see the gratitude of these women. They send me pictures, they send me videos, they send their improvements, they mention me in their videos, they send gratitude email to my team. They say, and thank you so much for your time. And I stay longer, thank you for staying longer. They are so grateful. But this, my friend, that she did free calls, there was a lady bothering her, harassing her. Okay, the 1 hour you gave me, but I want another hour. She said, excuse me, madam, but I don't give another hour. I was supposed to give you 30 minutes, but I gave you 1 hour. But she was harassing her for 3 months until she needed to block that person, taking advantage of the person. She gave you free consultation. She gave you 30 minutes extra from her life that she will never get back. And she didn't charge you any penny. You should be grateful. You should honor her. Instead of harassing her, give me more. And you know, I hear sometimes I watch other big YouTubers who actually have their lives together, who actually have the money or the family, and they complain about this, that people are trying to get something from them while they're putting their whole life on a pedestal. I don't need to do this. I don't have to do this, but I'm doing it. I'm gifting it. I'm blessing people. So I want you to understand, what is the antidote? I will pay full amount. I will be honest, be loyal, and pay for everything that I want. I will pay the full amount. No discussing anymore. No more asking for the discounts. Always going to the store. Where is the discount aisle? So, you know, I need my new foundation. I use Saint Laurent. I use, in general, everything is mascara, everything Saint Laurent. This is a new eyeliner. I mean, they have it, but I bought a new version, like a new fresh one. It's actually brown. And I bought the Chanel mascara that is brown. It's so amazing. I love it. But never in my mind it came to, oh, can you give me discount? And now I need my foundation. It's almost done. I will never in my mind think about discount, that I need to get a discount. I'll go to Saint Laurent. I'll say, this is my shade. Can you give me a new bottle? I will never think about these things because I want to pay full amount. And actually, designer makeup is not too expensive. Give yourself a homework that I want to one time in my life experience designer makeup. That's normal. I remember I had a friend who was like 18 or 19. She comes from a very wealthy family, and she's like opening her Dior lipstick, and girls are, oh my god, you have Dior? She's like, yes, you don't? And we're sitting there, I have designer, she has, we're opening, we're looking at them like, what is this question about? So do the resolution, save some money, don't go out, don't go for dinner, and it's $30, $40, 30 pounds, 40 pounds, whichever is your currency, euros. Buy yourself finally first foundation, first mascara, first lipstick, designer, and see how you will change. See how you will treat yourself. See how other people react on you, because the confidence level, where do you think my confidence comes from? My beauty, my products, my wealth, what I have, my inner wealth, my outer wealth. The confidence is tangible. So the antidote, the medicine is, I will pay full amount. I'm not negotiating things anymore. I will pay full amount, I will be honest, I will be loyal, and I will pay for everything that I need. Everything that I buy, everything I will pay. And I was saying to them, I said, they have like a power bank, and I said, I will pay. They said, no need. If you take the iPad, you know, I have this connection wire, and I connect my wire to their iPad, so their iPad is charging my phone. So they said, no need. The moment you are ready to pay, the moment you're ready to give, they said, no need. Many times I go to the restaurant, they say, don't need to pay. I go, I want to buy something, I look around, and men are like, do you need anything? And they pay for me. because I am so willing to be generous. I'm so willing to gift, so willing to pay. You see, all the time I'm telling you, my team throughout the whole year we have promotions. All the time you get perks, gifts, discounts, vouchers, promotions all the time. I'm constantly gifting. What do you mean 80% from the dress? So if the dress is 1,000, well, how much you're paying? How much you're paying? 200. Do you understand how generous I am? So appreciate this and become this generous person. This is number 5. Are you ready for number 6? And don't worry, you can write all the questions. I will read everything. I will not hate my life, be a victim, suffer, and wait on a better days. I will not hate my life. It's quite sad, no? We hate sometimes our lives. We don't like our lives. We're unhappy with our lives. So number 6 rule is I will not hate my life, be a victim, suffer, or wait for better days. You can write it in the comments as well. I will not hate my life or be a victim or suffer means that I have a specific mindset of a winner now. Enough suffering, enough hating every morning, waking up. I spoke with, thank you so much for beautiful summary, and I love that beautiful, like a magic you put around it. And I love this moment, I will not wait for better days, because better days might not come. We are so confident that, I have 100 years, I want to write my book, it's okay, it will wait. I want to get married, it's fine, it will wait. My friend is for 10 years, is saying, it's okay, I will get married. Now she's 38. She wanted to get married when she was 28. I said, 10 years have passed. You don't want to cry that you haven't done it? What are you waiting for? You still need to have, give birth. 38. It's not a joke. Yes, she looks very young. She looks like 26. But the body is 38. So stop. Can we just decide for once for all to stop waiting? What is that you want to do and you're delaying? Is that a book you want to write? You want to open the channel? You want to open the business? You want to get married? You want to go on a date? You want to buy a dress that you want? What you want? Ask yourself, what do I want? What is that I'm delaying? And I spoke with one of the girls, and she was planning very much. She said, I want to move to US. She loved US. She has some family there. And she was delaying and suffering and crying. One time we had a call. I said, okay, now when we are on the call, do me a favor, have a look at the tickets. Oh no, it's okay, I'll do it later. No, it's part of the call. I promise this 10 minutes, I will give you extra, 30 minutes extra. Just because 10 minutes, we're going to look at the tickets. We looked at the tickets. Then she ordered her new cover for the phone. She wanted like a beautiful, like a silver cover. And she was delaying that as well. I was okay, go to the Amazon. Let's find each other. And I was with her looking. We bought her the beautiful cover for the phone. And we bought her a ticket. Now, she's moving to US. It's the step that you do. I will no longer hate my life. If you're not happy at your work, time to change. You're not happy with the man you're dating, time to change. You're not happy with your weight, time to lose weight, time to change. I will no longer hate my life. Be this victim that, but my parents didn't give me. A lot of people, parents didn't give them anything, but they succeeded. I met this young, amazing man when I was living in other area, when I just arrived in Dubai. And we were at the same gym, and I was sitting there. I was having a very beautiful dress, and I was looking for something I could not find, and I sat down, I relaxed, and he said, do you need help to find something? He left everything he was doing. He was on the phone, left the friend on the phone, and he started looking with me. I was looking for my bracelet. And then I sat down, I was like, okay, do you mind, I'll just sit, relax. He said, no problem. And he's training there, like lifting crazy weights, a very handsome, 6-pack, 12-pack. And he was talking about his business, his life, very successful, young, handsome, like beautiful heart, educated. And I was sitting there and I was listening to him. And I was thinking, he has built his dream life. And didn't have parents, didn't have legacy, didn't have wealth. Now he's living, that is very expensive building where he's living. So, when you're living in a certain place and you meet other residents, you understand how much they're paying because you know how much it costs. So you understand the services. And he said, yes, now I'm so happy I have a cook. He has a cook. He's 25 years old. He has a cook. He has a sports car. He's successful. He's handsome. He's taken care of. He's educated. Doesn't that make you think that he made it happen? Without parents, without anything, without any backup, he made it happen. So I can. Just put a hand on your heart and say, I can. Yes, I can. I can do everything I want. Because if I have dreams that are given to me, it means they're achievable. If I want to get married, that means it's my calling. Not everyone has this calling to get married and want to be a wife and want to have children. That's my calling. Why do you need to be depressed about it? Oh my God, I'm so excited. I have an easy life. I have a soft life. I have a beautiful life. Great, this is my calling. Okay, God, provide. Send me where I need to go, what you want me to wear, where you want me to go. Isn't that exciting? Isn't life exciting? I haven't slept whole night. This is complete truth. And I'm so excited about life. I'm thinking, oh, I need to do this, I need to do that, I want to do that. I want to go to see the aquarium. I want to see play with penguins. I haven't slept all night. I did it live and now it's a morning. I no longer want to hate my life. I would love to fall in love with my life. Don't you feel like emotional? That how many days you hating yourself, hating your body, hating your beauty, hating your life, hating your job, hating everything around you. So the antidote, I will start loving my life. And last night I was laying, I woke up, and I woke up like 5 o'clock in in the evening. I was laying before I stood up, and I was laying and I was thinking, I would love to love my life more. I would love to appreciate more. And sometimes I walk and I say, God, I would like to be more grateful. I would like to be more grateful for what I have. And I walk and I see, the most expensive cars, the most expensive places. I wear the most expensive clothes. I can speak with the most expensive wealthy man, and I constantly say, help me to be more grateful. I need to be more grateful. I want to be more grateful. Help me to love my life more. I will start loving my life. Be victorious, not a victim. Victorious means a winner. Start my happiness era. Not wait anymore for anything. So instead of hating my life, I want to fall in love with my life. I really want to start loving my life because my years are passing. Every year, now you're older than yesterday. And if you think you are not beautiful today, let me remind you, let me wake you up that tomorrow you're going to be older. So today, right now, you're very beautiful. I look sometimes at the back of my pictures. When I was thinking I didn't look the way I wanted, I'm like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. How did I think about it? Look at the lushness, look at the long hair, look at the skin. So right now, I'm beautiful. Right now, I'm perfect. Right now, I'm perfection. Start thinking about what you have. Instead of hating life, love life. Instead of being a victim, become a victorious being. Instead of suffering, start your happy era. Era. You know what era is? It's not one day, it's not 1 month. Era. When they say, I'm starting my classy era, my soft life era, my happiness era. It's like a huge movement, like a resurrection of a Roman Empire. And this is the biggest action point. Forget about everything I said. What you need to do in order to love your life. What is that you don't like? Your body, the gym, weight, reading about the diet, changing your diet. What you don't like. You want to change the color of your hair. You want a different haircut. You want a different type of clothing. You want to change your wardrobe. You want to move to a different apartment. You want to buy a new car. You want to get married. You want to have children. What do you want? I would like you to take a pen and a paper, and even right now, you don't need to wait later, take a pen and paper and write down, I finally want to get married. Or I want to have babies if you're married already. Or if you have babies, I want to move to a new house, or I want to go on a trip with my husband and children. What is your next level that will make you happy? Don't be afraid to write it. I have this technique and I tell you this very often. The moment you write something, appears. Writing, I should make a separate explanation on training. Writing is the power of action. And everything is in a present tense. Not I will buy a dress, but I'm wearing. I already have the dress. I already have the Porsche, whatever, Maserati, Lamborghini, what you want. And go test drive it. All right. Are you ready for number 7? I will stop waiting on money, on business, or my creativity and future family. I will stop waiting. When I will have more money, when I'm wealthier, when I have a... We're waiting to be wealthy. We're waiting to be rich. We're waiting to have money. Isn't that sad? We're waiting for all our life to have money. We're waiting to open the business. You want to open the business? Jump. With your head, without bikini, jump in that river of business. It will not work out? Fine. You know, when I was living in Ireland, I had the business since I was like 16. When, I finished my music degree, my first job, I was working for myself. I opened like a music tutoring. I finished because 10 years I'm studying to play piano. I can play piano like this, cross my hands, and people put the scarf on, and I can play like this. So you play like this, I can play like that with closed eyes. And I was teaching to children. My first a client was like 6-year-old. She was a sister of my friend from high school. That's how I started. I always like to work for myself. I love that freedom. And then after that, it escalated. I teach a woman who was 50 years old. I teach her to play piano from nothing. I teach the 18, 20-year-old to play with me. And we were playing, after 1 month, we were playing 4 hands. And her mom was like, I'm going to cry. Because it was her dream for her daughter to play. And now she's 18 and she's sitting there and playing with me. I taught so many people to play piano. Amazing. Excuse me for the sound. What is the business you want? What is the passion you want? What do you want to teach people? What do you want to give to people? What do you want? No one asks you that question. The only people are demanding from you. It's time for you to ask these things to yourself. I will stop waiting on money. I will stop waiting on my business. I will stop waiting on my creativity when I will feel amusement of a muse. You want to create something? You want to paint a painting? You want to open the business? You want to write that book? Go for it. When I was living in Los Angeles, I actually really liked, there was a girl who came once in our building. I was there with my man, and it's funny, wherever, in which country I go, I have a man, and they always propose. It's a life story of my being. And I was with him, and we were sitting getting ready to go somewhere, and she knocked and she said some question, asked something, and then we started speaking, and we met with her again, and she was really lovely. And she came to Los Angeles with one goal. She said, I give myself 3 months to write a book. And she wrote a book about her very difficult childhood and parents, and she published the book. I've seen that book. She came in 3 months, she wrote it, she had a publisher, editor in Los Angeles, she wrote the book, she sold the book, she got the money, and then she went back to her home. And I was mesmerized by this girl. I think she was 21, 22. And she was, you will never even think about her. She was tiny. She didn't have anything beautiful, like the body was not like appealing, it was very regular, and a lot of weight she needed to lose. She had a regular face, no makeup, the hair in a ponytail, like you will never notice her when she will pass by. And our door was open, so she asked help, and we said, don't worry, sit down, everything is fine. And the next day, when she didn't need to how to go, we kept in touch, we helped her so she can meet the publisher, everything was good. But I could not believe my eyes that this woman, young woman, has such ambition. And she inspired me for all my life. She had a goal. In 3 months, I'm going to write a book. Some people write a book in a weekend. I know a man who said, I'm going to lock myself in my house and I'm going to write my book in a weekend. In a weekend. And he did. And it was not a random book about how to sit down or lay down. It was a book about like difficult metaphysical topic. So you can write a book in a weekend. You can write a book in 1 month. You can write a book in 3 months. You can write a book in 1 year. What are you waiting for? What kind of painting you want to draw? You want to create a dress? You want to create a shoes? What do you want to do? You want to open the business? Go for it. The antidote in here is I will invest ways and find the ways how to get money. I will invest ways. So I will find the ways and I will invest my time, my efforts. I will invest ways. I chose this on purposely. Invest ways how to do things. I'm investing my own mind, my own structure of the mind. I'm investing my own creativity. I'm going to invest ways how to get money, sources how to get money. Start my business, write my book, have a luscious creativity, and start envisioning my life now. Envision now. Oh, it's okay, I will wait. When I will become very rich, then I will think about getting a car. And do nothing and sit. Yeah, when I become very rich, we'll think about it. When I get married. But what exactly are you doing to get rich or wealthy or get married? What exactly are you doing? What have you done so far? And you know, this is very interesting. I had a consultation with one girl, and this is a very amazing. It's when you do life revision. It's called life revision call, and I suggest you. It's only 45 minutes, and then 30 minutes is questions. Imagine 45 minutes is the call, and then you have 30 minutes of questions. That means it's a very deep call. So it means almost the same time of the call is the calls, the questions. Revision, life revision call. So what we do, we create a circle, and in a circle we divide percentage-wise what every percentage symbolizes. So the circle is 100%. So maybe 50% is your work, maybe other 10% is your sleep. What is in the circle? And when we created the circle, she said, now I envision my life completely different. It was all about work. There was no place for a man, there were no dates, there was no beauty, there was no salon time, nothing. I said, but you want to get married? But 75% is work, presentations, different business trips. So your dream doesn't match your life revision plan. So let's revise your life, let's invest and envision what you want. So number 7 is, I will stop waiting on money or business or something or my dream life. I will start now. You don't have actually next year. Who gave you guarantee? Do you have a contract signed that God is going to allow you to live another year? You don't have. That's why sometimes I pray, God, please don't take me too fast. Give me time. Be gracious. Give me a little bit of time. I have so much things that I need to do and I haven't done anything. And people sometimes say, oh, you've achieved so much. You know, when I was 23, I already finished my master's. When I was 23, I had 4 degrees. And not random courses, degrees. A bachelor degree, 4 years, master's degree, degrees. Music degree for 10 years. I was 23. And some people say you have big achievements. I lived in 10 countries. You know, I have beauty inside and outside. I'm very wise. So they say, you achieved so much. You changed so many people. And I never post testimonies. I never screenshot things because I don't have to. Because you can see from my energy, you get, oh my God, she's so helpful. Every time I speak with her, I get my answers. I get blessings. And every time I have calls with girls, I say, I'm so excited. I don't know what's going to happen, but you know, always magic happens after our calls. And people move cities. People get salary improvements. People change their jobs. We had an amazing girl who made a testimony in one of our lives that she listened the video. I did a live about assertiveness, and she said, I became assertive at my work, and she got 30,000 salary increase. Not $3, 30,000. How great is God? So we're not waiting anymore. Now it's time to start envisioning your life. And waiting, you know, this is a actual psychological research, shows that women are the ones that wait the most. Men do not wait for anything. 16, I want to get a car, he's getting a car. I want a new job, he's getting a job. Only women sit and wait. Don't wait. You want a man? Go to the places where successful men are. We have one, like a coffee place. It's only coffee and cakes. And oh my God, how many men are there? How many men are there? It's mind-blowing. So, like at one moment, maybe 50 men. And not some kind of whatever cheap, but very wealthy, very handsome. I'm like, I don't know which one to look at. There are no men. Really. Find a spot in your city where there are a lot of men, successful men. Go to the business centers, go to the business buildings, you know, where there are banks or something. Just walk, look. And we have like one street, it's just, you know, business street, and you walk, it's all coming in suits. And I'm like this, you know, like a little girl, like in a candy store, like this. I love to see men, successful men. I love sports cars. Yesterday I was walking, it was very late. I was walking alone and I was just crossing from my building to my other tower. That moment was so beautiful. There was no one in the street. I was wearing a beautiful dress, I had heels, and I could hear this clicking and clacking that I'm doing. And I had a lovely music, and then I see 3 sports cars. I cannot describe to you the energy. First of all, millions are in those sports cars. First came, and I hear the second, and I'm like, just one more, it will be perfection. And they stood both, like, so I'm standing in here, they came and the traffic light stopped, so they had no chance to stop, and they're looking at me, and I'm trying to not look, but I can see them with my other vision, you know. And they stopped, and I'm like, I just need one more. And they're standing there maybe 1-2 minutes, and then the third one comes from nowhere, just to make sure that the big dreams are fulfilled. And then they go in a line and they turn, and each color, blue, orange, red, it goes super expensive sports cars. And I was just melting, and I said, wow, I did this like a little child. That thank you, this gift for me in the middle of the night. You saw me 1 minute and outside, and you gave me this gift. So do you think that God is such a small creature? Some people treat God like he's some kind of peasant. This peasantry doesn't exist in him. He's privileged, not peasant. Like, if I want the husband, I don't know if he can give you this. If I want money, I don't know. If I want health, I don't know if he can give me this healing. You are talking about God. Be careful how you underestimate him. God is not your parent that doesn't want to give you because doesn't have. God has everything, belongs to him, everything. If you think about it, you belong to him. So he owns human beings, robots. So I would like you to think deeply about, what do I want? Enough of waiting. I've been waiting all my life to get married. I've been waiting all my life to have children. Where are my children? Sometimes I sit in my house and I say, where are my children? Where are they? And I have this negotiation and like talking with God, where are my children? Because I want them. Where are they? I need to be hugging someone right now. I need to be cuddling someone right now. Where are my children? And this is very important. That's why if the girls, we have some girls who are married who have children, I would like you to hug. And even sometimes the children are crying and it's annoying, I get it, but hug them and say, there are women who dream to have children and they can't. There are women who are 50s, they don't have children, they cannot have. So I would like you to understand what you have and stop waiting on the things you do not have. Where are my children? Where is my wealth? Where is my bag? Where is my wardrobe? Where is my beautiful house? Where is the restaurant I want to go to? Where is my future? Where is it? And you need to become a little bit demanding, a little bit aggressive towards, where is my life that I want? Sitting and watching the TV and drowning yourself in a food that will make you just more overweight. What do I want? Where is the life that I want? I sometimes wonder, you know, how the life is beautiful. So I was walking, and this was just a few hours ago after I finished live, and I was walking and my phone died. You remember, it got disconnected. Thankfully, I'm so grateful. YouTube is so amazing because I'm verified with them. So when the phone dies, it locks the live and then it keeps live for a couple of minutes and then it saves it. So we're so lucky. Even my phone, if it goes to sleep, it saves the live so you can watch it. It's amazing. What a beautiful technology. And so yes, and I was walking and I said, okay, no problem, I will go and charge my phone. But I wanted to actually charge my phone because I wanted to buy something, because I was hungry. And so I go there and there is this massive, huge, ginormous, you know, when men attach these huge wheels and they lift the Jeep up, it's a ginormous car. I'm like, even I've never seen this car in it before. It looks like an army massive car, gray, massive black things. I'm like, oh my god. And it's complete emptiness because it's middle of the night, people are asleep. And I'm looking at that car and I'm thinking, I wonder who drives this car. And I wonder how it looks inside. And I walked and I was looking at that face, which was 3 times higher than me. And I was looking, I was like, wow, I never seen something like that. You know, these big cars that have a huge face, like the head is big and then they have this tail. It just looks so cute. But in a good way cute, like it's a funny way cute, and very masculine. And I was like, oh, I wish I can be in that car. I just want to just go inside and just know who drives that car. I had the desire. And I went so close to the car that I can hear he's resting. And sometimes, you know, when the cars are just parked, they just arrived, they still have warm face. Have you noticed? Sometimes you can just walk and you can, sometimes Porsches, I sometimes put my hand and I can feel that he's still warm. Lamborghini, he is really low, so you need to kind of, you know, but bigger cars, you can, the warmth is still there because the engine is very big. And so I see this car parked there. This is a beautiful story. This is a true story, happened just a few hours ago. And opposite that is a restaurant where I go, where I was before. And I was thinking, oh, perfect. They're always open. They have 24 hours open. I thought, and I will charge my phone. And I see 3 guys sitting. And in my mind, by the time I'm opening the door, I'm envisioning that these 3 guys are the owners of this car. And we will find a way how to talk. And then I will be in a car. This is a complete fiction, delusional moment happening in my mind. I'm going into the restaurant. I'm saying, could you please charge my phone? This girl cannot find the charger from my phone. And she's doing something and I'm thinking, okay, well, how am I going to buy the food that I want? Because I'm just hungry. I can go home. It's not far. I can charge, but it just takes time, you know? And I want to get the food and buy it on my own way to go home. And I'm thinking about it, and she's trying to connect something, and they're all suddenly quiet, and one more handsome than another. I've never seen 3 men to compete with handsomeness like that. I've seen a lot of handsome men, but when I didn't know which one to look at, that was really difficult because I was very beautiful myself. So I'm like, hello guys, you're all trying to overshine me. Of course, I always win, but this is a cute story. And so they look, do you need anything? Something like this. I said, oh, can I have some water? So I'm interfering in their conversation. I'm towering over them. And they're like looking at me like this. Handsome, long, big shoulders, you know, masculine. You can see wealthy. You know, when these men dress in a certain shirts, you know, this a certain aesthetic of a wealthy man. Teeth wide, a hair done, smiling, hello, if you need. I'm like, like melting like this. And I'm not flirting. I'm not giving them something from me. I'm just enjoying this moment. And they're like, yes, have a water. And I'm like, no, this is open. I cannot have. And I want sparkling. You know, I have very specific taste. And sparkling water needs to be in a glass. And he said, okay, don't worry, sit down. So another one is pushing the chair. There's 3. The table is for 4. And the restaurant is empty. There's no one, just us. And those 3 handsome men for me. Like I saw the 3, remember? The sports cars. And now 3 men. It's like, makes total sense. Everything is in a package, like a trinity, you know. And so I sit down, I'm talking with them, they're taking care of my things, moving things, so I'm comfortable getting me the water and everything. And they're like, oh my god, do you want a lift? We have a car, we can give you a lift. And I'm thinking, well, maybe yes, you know. Like, I'm in my own mind. I'm still thinking about that huge, giant, monster gray car that is standing outside. Who is the owner? And in my mind, I have already decided in my delusional little girl story that these men are the ones who own the car. There is absolutely no evidence, but this is how I envision. And they're sitting there and I'm saying, oh, you know, I want to go to Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is not far. It's maybe 1.5 hours from the Dubai. And they're saying, we're going there tomorrow. Do you want to come? I'm like, So is this real or this is fictional? So whatever I want, they propose. Of course, I'm very classy. You know, I have my own man. He will take me. But the fact that they give me exactly what I want, that is actually super powerful. That means I'm living my own dream life. And so we finished. They order me another sparkling water so I can take with me, of course, a glass. I said, thank you. I took it. I never reject the gift because that's my favorite sparkling water. And perfect. They charged me the battery. Everything is great. And they're like, let me drop you off. So I text my man, is that okay? If, you know, he said, okay, if it's 1 minute or something, just be safe, just see the number plate and things like this. I said, okay. I like very respectful to him. I said, just be careful. Did they have something to drink? I said, no, it's a very reputable restaurant. They were just having foods and they were so healthy. Like I saw what they were eating, like salad. Like I'm like, salad for a man. Like a Caesar salad. I'm like, okay. And so, do you already know the end of the story? Do you already know their vehicle? So we come out from the door. The 3 men are holding the door. I don't know which one to look at because one is more handsome than another. And they are going to this giant gray monster. And inside is like army cars. It's so fun. And I'm sitting there, they're taking care of me, they're laughing, they're holding my things, they're taking me home, and my man can see me where they're taking me because it's I share the location. And they drop it off. If you need something, if tomorrow you want to come with us, if you need anything. Do you understand? I wanted to be in that car. I wanted to know who drives that car. And I was in that car. And I was with those men. And of course, respectful, I don't touch, they don't touch me, like nothing. Try to understand the story, the moral of the story. Be very careful, but we're very safe. You have to understand where I live. You have to understand the cameras. You have to understand the system. You have to understand men in here. So it's very different. In Europe, you cannot do this. They will kidnap you. So everything that I want, I do not ever wait. I dream, daydream, dream on, dream on, dream on. I do not wait. And this is the last I want to summarize. We're not waiting on life. We're not waiting on miracles. We are miraculous beings as women. We are the miracle. It's a lovely story, no? It's so much fun. Like every time I look at the car and I wanted to know the owner, he appeared. Every time I wanted to sit in any car, they open the door like, do you want to ride? How do you do this, man? Thank you so much. Wonderful. First of all, thank you so much for this wonderful girl that we have, the best student ever. You all are great students, but for the beautiful sun rays, because it stays in here. So I'm going to do a full recap for all the 7 steps, and then I'm going to read your questions. So if anything arises, please let me know. So the first one, the golden rules of a lady. I will never speak bad about other people, be mean or try or to harm anyone. The antidote, I will speak well of people, be kind and bless people who I can. Number 2 rule, I will not change people, judge their looks or look down on them. I will accept people as they are, let them be and let them be free, and see them as all equal to each other. Number 3, I will not be at the streets at the night or in inappropriate places. I will be in safe places. I will go out during the day and I will be in appropriate places. Number 4, I will not dress provocative, revealing, or send vulgar signals. I will dress covered, classy, elegant, and feminine, sending ladylike signals. Number 5, I will not steal, lie, or cheat, or try to get something for nothing. I will pay full amount, be honest, be loyal, and pay for everything I take. Number 6, I will not hate my life, be victim, suffer, or wait for better days. I will start loving my life, be victorious, start my business, start my happiness era, and not wait for anything in life anymore. Number 7, I will stop waiting on money, on opening the business or writing the book, on creativity or family life. I will invest ways how to get money, start my business, write my book, be creative now, and start envisioning my life, my dream life. It's such a powerful, beautiful 7 rules, golden rules of a lady. Tell me which one you like the most, which one you want to implement the most. Your voice is very clear. Thank you. It's wonderful. All this wisdom you are giving us. Thank you. You're so sweet to say that. Welcome back. Yes, that's when I came. Thank you. I'm just reading if I missed something. So now I'm going to go read the questions. If I miss your question, please just copy paste so I don't miss anything. Thank you so much for the summer. You did such a beautiful job. And all these beautiful miracle like golden dust this that you are sending to cover the every statement is a wonderful idea. This is like all girls that I learned from you. You always put one emoji in the beginning of the sentence and one emoji in the end. Such a beautiful car. I wish I can just film to show you. The car's here is like I'm trying to not get distracted. I love beautiful cars. I love wealth. I love beauty. I love success. That resonates with me the most. The moment I see low class, poor, dirty, I become nauseous. I become a headache. I wanna faint. I'm so attracted to success because that's all my core. Every part of my being is success and wealth. That's why I cannot ignore these things. I will need to, mention them. I need to acknowledge them. I need to be grateful for them. I love your look today. Love the elegant abaya. You remind me of Marticia Adams from Adam's Family. is a beautiful compliment. Thank you. I love wearing abayas. I love it. I think when I'm not living in here, that's what I will miss the most, to not see women in abayas. But I will still wear it, you know. Girls smiling at me. With girls, I always smile, I wave. With men, of course not. You are so right. I'm interested in selling my art, but advertising it overwhelms me a little. I'll put my trust in God and trust He'll showcase my art to the right people. Thank you, Tetevik. Yes, and I will suggest you to go to the local galleries and say, I have these paintings. And create Instagram page. You constantly bombard people with your paintings. You film close up the painting, you film a little bit further, then you paint a picture, then you put the video of the painting. You have to do something. Do not wait. Trust God, but also use your hands, your feet. If God would not want you to do actions, He will just give you face, like a pancake. You know the pancake? It's just a round space. But He gave you hands, He gave you feet, He gave you body to move. So do not wait. You have art. There are people who are dreaming to buy art. My friends, for example, around I think 5 years ago, they bought a new house and they were looking at the wall. They had like a white wall. They're like, we're looking for a perfect picture, like a painting, and they found it. But there are people who are waiting for your painting. So do not just wait. Do something with it. Do something. Oh, for someone it's a morning. I love it. Do men dislike red lipstick? Because the men in my family like. My dad doesn't like it, but I love it. Dad, your dad is not supposed to like red lipstick. He's your dad. So men adore red lips, adore red nails, adore red dresses. But don't ask this advice from your dad. He cannot tell you these things. So ask from women, ask from men who are attracted to you. Absolutely wear red lipstick. Absolutely. Negotiate with God. He can give you everything. He is the wealthiest. Ask God, where in the life I want? Or what in the life I want, you meant? Yes, negotiate with God. Sit and say, where are my children? Where's my money? Where's my business? Where do you want me to go? Where's my money? Where's my money at? My girl friend is like, where's my money at? So funny. So I sometimes ask him, where? What do you want me to do? You gave me this dream. I always wanted to have family. Since I was 6 years old, I was playing with Barbie in Ken, and she had horses and cars and everything, you know? And I was playing house. I was 6. I was in a garden. Nothing interests me. So where are my kids? Maybe, I don't know, maybe they're somewhere. Maybe they're grown old. Where are my kids? I always say to God, where are my kids? Soon. I asked myself what I wanted, and the first answer was, I want to be 5 inches taller. Haha, I'm tiny. Even in heels, I'm much shorter than my hubby. Sometimes it's annoying. But you are cute. You don't need to be, you know, we have magic with heels. Wear your heels. But ask something. When I say ask what you want, this is a hard desire. You know, you can want to you can want reasonable things that can be achievable. For example, if I have white skin and I say I want to be purple, yeah, but that's not really logically possible. So don't ask for things that are not possible biologically and anatomically. So don't try to, oh, what do I want? I actually want to be taller. Okay, wear heels, but you cannot physically stretch your body. And it's cute that you're shorter than your husband. And this is a good testimony for other women who say, oh, I don't know, how can I get married? So you see, this is a testimony that your height doesn't matter, your color doesn't matter, your race doesn't matter. Man who wants to marry you will marry you. Haha, yes, I was joking. I love the heels, the emoji that you put. You're so cute. You have a beautiful height. You're a woman. You're 4, 5, 6 inch. Doesn't matter. The most important, you are successful married. You have achieved huge achievement, huge milestone. You have to be like, oh, here you go, gold medal. I in general say women who are married in our chat that I know, I consult as well. I think you have like, 70% of achievement of a woman. And then children and everything else. Lovely story. Yeah, the story with the car. Yeah, I love massive cars. I love wealth. I love glamour cars. That is one of, I've never seen that kind of car in my life. So now, whatever I wanted, I always get. I love the paintings behind you. I on purpose is setting here. And I will show you around. Now we're finishing. I'm going to show you a little bit more for the pictures, the paintings. Um, you are a very powerful woman, truly a royal. Thank you. You are very sweet. You remind me of Dita Von Tess with an Armenian twist. So cute. I love how you put these things together, which makes you so unique. I love the gesture. You are all so cute. Yes, I will show you around. We are done with the topic. Well done. I think this is my longest live, but it was the most powerful. So let me disconnect you for 1 second and I will show you the paintings properly. Anything else, let me know. But thank you for your time. Thank you for your questions. And let's see the ambiance. There's a beautiful queen there, by the way. What a beautiful... Can someone screenshot and send me this picture? Let me just stay still. I'm 5'2". My husband is 6.1. That's amazing. I love it. He's a sweetheart. Yeah, I'm so happy for you. You are such a lucky girl. You're such a testimony for girls. Okay, I will show you around. So let me just turn. You see, early morning is training. No men. This is the first inspiration for you to be a queen. Look at those girls dancing there. How cute. I absolutely adore this. How much beauty, how much love. And the girls are still dancing here. And our handsome prince. The king. You see? The queen and the king, or a princess and the prince. And then in the middle, they're together. So let's walk a little bit and I'll show you. And here's such a beautiful corner. Look how cute. It's lucky is no one here, so I can show you. Wow, such a statuary portrait of the queen. Yes. Someone writes Ritzer. It's in Russian. Yes. Look at this beauty. Look how feminine, how beautiful. She's not thinking about work. She's just enjoying those flowers. See how beautiful it is? And I absolutely love, this is my favorite. Her femininity is just out of this world. Look at her. So this is where we are. And it's quite warm outside. So I will show you. The palm trees. It's super hot actually outside. People say, oh, there are no families. Here you go, you see families. Beautiful. Yes, I'll show you here as well. 1 second. So I love showing you around. I love for you to see the ambiance, you know, where I am, what I'm looking at. Fabulous place. Yes, I always choose like really, you see how beautiful that is. Very beautiful, the ambiance. And I absolutely oh, excuse me, no sound. So I will read again if it disconnected the sound. So it says, hi Tativik, I'm currently dating a man. Honestly, the best ever I've dated, and I would love if he gives me flowers, but I feel shy about asking him. you have any advice, please. And I was saying that you can just purchase my the course where I teach actually how to get men to bring you flowers. There's a long, big course and there's a short. I would definitely suggest you to purchase that course. It explains you everything. You'll get the flowers, you get your dinners, you'll get your gifts, everything. And it's very achievable. It's the amount of what you pay for a dinner. So better invest one time and get this knowledge once for all. I've done it. All girls have done it. It's working. So I would suggest you, my best advice is to ask him directly. But if you want to know how that the course explains, it's a few hours training. So in 1 minute, of course, I cannot tell you everything, but it's just asking. It will make me very happy if you bring me flowers. Could you please do that for me? Just ask. Don't be shy. And I'm so happy for you that you're dating a man that you really like. And the girls you see, they're already sending you the roses and the hugs. So they're already getting you, in that. And thank you so much every time I think when I go closer to the exit, always the sound disappears. So thank you every time you tell me so I can quickly go back. But thank you everyone for joining. I wish you to be lavished. I wish you to be happy. I wish you to implement these golden rules. Remember that you're a princess. You deserve your prince. You deserve your love. So on this beautiful note, let's finish with love, with the gratitude. And I'm so happy that you are here. Men need hints sometimes. Yes, and not only hints, sometimes direct question. Could you please bring me flowers? So I love these hugs, I love these hearts, I love these flowers. It's so beautiful. We have such a beautiful community. And I cannot wait in like a few more people, and we're going to be a big group of 9,000. Thank you so much, Tetivik. You're welcome. And yes, and I will do the beautiful videos and the courses, 9 beautiful courses, very achievable, very affordable. I would like everyone to purchase and everyone have fun. And anything you want, the dresses, the items, the luxury things that you see on my videos, everything is for you. Take advantage. Consultation with me. Take advantage. What are you waiting for? So thank you everyone for joining. It was amazing. It was so much fun. It was very beautiful. Very, very beautiful energy we had today. And be blessed. Remember to smile today and tomorrow and day after. And remember that you're valuable. And remember to enjoy your life. I really like to remind you these things. Every time my husband is on a trip on another city, I directly tell him what I want from there. Wonderful girl. Wonderful girl. I think you need to open your own channel and teach people how to get married. You're wonderful. Thank you for your testimonies. Thank you for sharing your, intimate moments of the life, your fears, your beliefs. This all helps. We all help each other, inspire and motivate each other to go on. So dream big. Create the life of your dreams. It's time. It's your time. It's your happiness era time. Thank you. And I will work on the courses so I can do for our big celebration. Haha, I might. Yes, I would love you to do that. People will love it. Thank you. I'll be on the lookout for the courses so I can invest in myself. It's going to be amazing. And I will link the Dating Wealthy Man as well, how to get the flowers. I will link in the description. So have a look. It's very affordable right now. Next week, the price go up. So I always say, always take it when on a launch. Because when it's on a launch, it's really like launching in general. It's always very affordable and much cheaper than buy full. Congratulations on your new courses. Lots of love. Thank you. I can't wait because I really wanted to create this beautiful, a lot of courses, very achievable, very easy, very short, very affordable. Have a great day. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You enjoy yourselves, and I will see you on my other lives. Thank you.